Hello everyone. I welcome you all again to my YouTube channel. In this session, I'm going to discuss about the Attorney General of India. Article 76, Article 88 and Article 105 deals with the Attorney General of India. Article 76 deals with the Attorney General and its office. Article 88 provides for the rights of Attorney General with respect to the Houses of Parliament and its committee, the parliamentary committees. And the last Article 105 deals with the powers, privileges, and immunities enjoyed by the Attorney General. The Attorney General is the highest law officer of our country who is appointed by the President on the advice of the Council of Ministers present in the central level. His term is not fixed, and there is no procedure in the Constitution with respect to the removal of Attorney General. He holds office during the pleasure of the President. He can also resign by writing to the President. And whenever the President feels, the President can remove the Attorney General of India. The remuneration not fixed. It is determined by the President from time to time. That is, the salary is not fixed by the Constitution. The Attorney General has to resign when the government resigns. That when the Central Council of Ministers resigns, he should also resign because he is appointed by the President on the advice tendered by the Central Council of Ministers. The next we're going to talk about the duties and functions of Attorney General. So he has a duty to advise the government of India with respect to any matter which is referred to him by the President. Duty of a legal character that are assigned to him by the President. If President assigns any work with respect to a legal character to him, he has to do that. And he has to discharge functions conferred by the Constitution or by any other law of the land. And the other duties given to him by the President are to appear on behalf of the Government of India in all cases of the Supreme Court, to represent the Government of India in any reference made by the Parliament to the Supreme Court under Article 143, which means under Article 143, the President has the power to get advice from the Supreme Court. So, the advice will be given to the Attorney General of India who will take it to the President, and he will act as a mediator between the President and the Supreme Court. But the advice tendered by the Supreme Court is not binding on the President. That's very important. To appear on behalf of the Government of India in any High Court or High Courts. So these are the other duties. And next we're going to talk about the rights. He enjoys the same immunities and privileges that are enjoyed or available to a member of Parliament. He has a right of audience in all courts within the territory of India. He can take part in any joint sitting or in individual proceedings of the Parliament and its committees as a member, but he doesn't have the power to vote. Limitation imposed on the Attorney General are not to advise or hold brief against the Government of India. Hold brief, which means he should not refuse to support the Government of India. No matter what, he has to support the Government of India. And he should not do anything against it. When called upon, he should not advise or hold brief against the Government of India. When the Government of India calling him for any purpose, he should not advise or he should not hold any brief against it, and he has to support the government. Without the permission of the Government of India, he cannot defend a criminal accused. He shall not be appointed as a director in any company or corporation without the consent of the Government of India. So these are the limitations imposed on the Attorney General of India. Next, we're going to talk about the last thing with respect to the Attorney General of India, that is Solicitor General of India. So Solicitor General plus additional Solicitor General, they assist the Attorney General in any legal matters. No mention of the Solicitor General and additional Solicitor General in Article 76. So Attorney General is not a member of the Central Cabinet. Attorney General is not a member of a central cabinet. There is a separate law minister in the central cabinet to look after the legal matters at the government level. And he is not a full-time council of government. He will not come under the category of government servant. So he is not barred from any legal practices, any private legal practices in the country. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please share the video, comment the video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hello everyone.